This is the Lessons for Life with Grandma Kate podcast that is all about real talk and practical tips for building self-esteem, confidence, and self-worth so you can step into your power and live life on your terms. New episodes drop every Thursday, so hit that subscribe button and let's grow together. And if you're loving the show, a quick review helps more people find it. So what exactly is a power struggle? A power struggle is when people or groups argue or compete to be in charge or have more influence over the other person. It happens when everyone wants things their way and doesn't want to listen to others. Power struggles can happen between friends, at school, or in families. Sometimes people use different tactics, like arguing or trying to trick others to get what they want. The goal of a power struggle is often to gain or maintain power, dominance, or advantage over others, leading to tensions, conflicts, or power imbalances within the relationship or situation. Here are some signs that can indicate you're in a power struggle. If you frequently argue or disagree with someone over various issues, it can be a sign of a power struggle. These conflicts may arise over seemingly minor matters, but escalate into more significant disputes about control or influence. You may feel resentful or frustrated if you constantly feel like your opinions or desires are being ignored or overridden by someone else. This frustration often stems from a perceived imbalance of power in the relationship. Consequently, you end up holding a grudge. If you notice competitive behavior, such as one-upmanship or attempts to outdo each other, it could indicate a power struggle. This competitive dynamic may manifest in various aspects of the relationship, including finances, health, or parenting. Power struggles can be emotionally draining, leaving you exhausted, stressed, or anxious. Constantly battling for control affects your physical and emotional well-being. Pay attention to patterns of control within the relationship. Control could include one person consistently making decisions without consulting the other, using manipulation or coercion to get their way, or exerting authority to undermine the other person's autonomy. Throughout my 60 years of living, I have experienced more power struggles than I care to remember. From living with my parents and siblings to fellow employees, my children, and my spouse, each experienced vying to assert control, influence, or dominance over me. You see, I was raised by an overbearing and angry mother who constantly belittled me. By the time I moved out, I had low self-esteem and self-worth. Therefore, whenever I was in a power struggle, I always caved. I swear I had the letter L stamped on my forehead because I attracted many power-hungry individuals. I was bullied frequently with no skills to handle the situation, but run in fear. It wasn't until I started on my journey to be a better parent that I discovered the way my parents raised me affected how I handled power struggles. But how do you deal with an egotistical person? Here are 3 ways. Number 1, the most powerful move you can make is no move at all. Don't give an egotistical person the reaction they want from you. They are hoping you say something ugly, because once you do, the whole dynamics of the conversation changes. They flip the script. It now becomes what you just did to them, which takes that attention away from them and what they have been doing. Also, dealing with a difficult person You don't need an apology to validate your feelings and what happened to you. Don't get caught up in trying to show or make them understand how they hurt you. They won't get it. A person with narcissistic tendency knows full well what they're doing. They know they are hurting you. They may not understand why they are doing what they are doing, but they know what to say and do to hurt you. They don't have the ability to care. You don't need their confession to know your feelings are valid. The third thing you can do, walking away, may be the healthiest response you can make. Maybe your perspective needs a course correction to bring you back to peace of mind. Here are 5 ways you can try to build a healthy relationship with your ex, along with examples and solutions to help you find your way out. First, every time you and your ex try to make decisions for your youngsters, it turns into a full-blown argument. For example, you and your ex can't agree on disciplining your child. They think timeouts work best, but you prefer taking away privileges. Find common ground by focusing on what's best for each child. You can agree to combine both methods or try different approaches to see what works, undermining each other. It's like trying to build a sandcastle with someone who keeps knocking it down. You and your ex might not see eye to eye on everything, but constantly undermining each other's authority can cause confusion and resentment for your youngsters. For example, you tell your child they can't have dessert before dinner, but when they go to your ex's house, they get ice cream right before the meal. Try chatting with your ex about presenting a united front to your kids. Try to develop some basic rules and boundaries you both can agree on and stick to them as much as possible. Using the kids as pawns. This one's a toughie. Sometimes your ex might use the youngsters as leverage to get what they want from you, whether withholding visitation or bad-mouthing you in front of the kids. It's not fair to anyone involved. Let's say your ex changes the weekend visitation with the kids at the last minute because they're upset with you about something unrelated. Try keeping the focus on your kids' well-being and try to put any personal conflicts aside. Then there's lack of communication. It's like trying to play the game telephone with someone not even in the same room. When there's a lack of communication between co-parents, important information can slip through the cracks, causing misunderstandings and frustrations. For example, your child's teacher sends home a note about an upcoming school event, but your ex forgets to pass it along to you. Make communication a priority by setting up regular check-ins or using tools like shared calendars and messaging apps to keep each other in the loop. It might take some extra effort, but it's worth it in the long run. And lastly, disrespecting boundaries. Everyone needs their space, including co-parents. When your ex constantly oversteps boundaries or tries to control everything, it can create resentment and strain in the co-parenting relationship. Here are a few ideas for co-parenting when you have a challenging ex with narcissistic tendencies. Co-parenting with a narcissist can feel like you're navigating a minefield, unpredictable and potentially explosive, because they prioritize their needs and desires over others. Co-parenting with a narcissist makes it challenging to establish healthy boundaries and effective communication. They may engage in manipulative tactics, gaslighting, and power struggles, making it difficult to co-parent cooperatively and harmoniously. In such situations, you must prioritize your well-being and the well-being of your children. Set clear boundaries, seek support from therapists or mediators, and document interactions for legal purposes if necessary. There is always time to rewrite your family story, Break free from patterns that no longer serve you and create a home filled with love, understanding, and unwavering support. I'm here to guide you every step of the way. As I conclude this episode, I must state that this podcast is designed solely for educational and entertainment purposes. While I bring my experience as a parent and grandparent, it's essential that you know I am not a licensed therapist. This podcast is not a substitute for professional advice from a physician, professional coach, psychotherapist, or other qualified professional. Got it? Awesome. Until next time, what is one thing you are grateful for?